Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Kristin Fulton, and welcome to A World Beyond the Gates. This channel is specifically dedicated to the daytime drama, the very new daytime drama, The Gates, which premieres on February 24th. I can't wait. We are 6 weeks away from the premiere, and they are starting to ramp up a little bit of press, I think. And so I thought, what better way to kick off our little channel here than by watching an exclusive interview with the Gates primary cast on CBS Mornings, Sunday mornings. Just a little bit about me and why I love soap operas, though. So when I was a little kid, my mom would take me to my grandmother's house when I had days off of school because it was childcare for free. But she would take me to my grandmother's house, and my grandmother had a very specific daytime schedule. She probably had a very specific nighttime schedule, but I never learned what that was. But let me tell you what her daytime schedule was. So when my mom would drop me off, the news was still on. And then at 9 o'clock, we were already watching the news on ABC, but on ABC, she would then watch Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. Yeah, that long ago. I'm not that old. I'm a millennial. Anyway, so at 9 o'clock, she'd watch Regis and Kathy Lee. Then she'd change the channel to CBS at 10 and watch The Guiding Light. Then she'd watch The Price is Right. The news would come on, and then at 12:30, it's The Young and the Restless. She would then follow that up at 1:30 with The Bold and the Beautiful, and then at 2 o'clock, she'd change the channel back to ABC and watch One Life to Live. Then at 3 o'clock, General Hospital. 4 o'clock, Oprah. And then by 5 o'clock, I was ready to go home because it was back to the news. But that was my entire daytime schedule. So when I had days off of school, which were, as a kid, you have lots of days off, I would always go to my grandmother's house, and that's exactly what we would watch together in her living room. And so I just became a soap fan all on my own because of that. And I eventually started to find my way, and I found my own soap operas. So I started watching All My Children for myself. I didn't really like The Young and the Restless at that time because, The Young and the Restless is like a slow burn. It's like a wine. It's like a red wine. It takes a minute before you really kind of warm up to it. But now as an adult, I appreciate it so much more. I used to watch The Bold and the Beautiful all the time on my own. And so I've just expanded, and I'm just a huge soap lover because of it. And so with The Gates premiering, I wanted to just be a part of, the community and chatting and getting to know folks and reactions online and seeing what people think and really cheer this show on. I'm super, super, super excited for this. It's an all black cast, or not an all black, but a primary cast that's led by all black folks. I'm super excited for that. And as an actor myself, I'm like, maybe one day my manager can get me an audition with the Gates and I can get myself on down to Atlanta and be on that show. When I was in college, I wanted to be, I remember it was before they created the role of Angie's adopted daughter, adult adopted daughter on All My Children. And I was in college, and I was like, when I graduate, I'm going to go audition. I'm going to be Angie and Jesse's daughter. And then before I could even graduate, here comes Sal Stowers. I don't know how to say her last name. I'm sorry. But here she come, and she got the role of Cassandra, but it's all good. So I have always wanted to be on a soap opera, and I love them, and I'm really excited. So today we are going to reaction watch the CBS Sunday Mornings interview with the cast of The Gates. So why don't we just jump right on in and get the video started.
Daytime TV fans, rejoice. There's a new soap opera coming to CBS in just a few weeks. Nancy Giles takes us beyond the gates.
Yes! Oh, Erica,
Once
Adam.
upon a time, soap operas ruled
Days
daytime
Rise.
TV. During their heyday, there were more than a dozen of them.
Who do you think you are to tell Erica Kane of Beth Glamour? I wrote the book.
Now, just a handful remain. But next month, CBS will do something that hasn't been done in over 25 years.
Here we are.
Launch a new one called Beyond the Gates.
Are you feeling the pressure of that at all?
Sure.
I actually don't feel the pressure. I've always felt that it would be something that would happen.
And just to get the flip side, you had doubts. What were your doubts?
The fact that networks don't greenlight soaps anymore. They've been canceling them.
Sheila Ducksworth is an executive producer and president of this CBS NAACP production. Michelle Valjean is an executive producer, head writer, and showrunner.
I am so proud of each and every one of you.
This series will follow the lives of the Duprees, a prominent family living in a gated community just outside of Washington, D.C.
You've never seen a soap like this. You just haven't. You know, you've never seen black people looking like this in the middle of the day.
I'm done being disrespected.
Uh-oh, Carla. Uh-oh.
Done.
Plenty of love triangles, plenty of people you love,
Oh,
and people
yeah?
you love to hate.
Secrets.
Good.
All of that. It's really juicy.
Ducksworth says she's been hooked on soap since she was a kid.
Let's set our opening frame.
And getting this show made has been a labor of love decades in the making. She hopes that in between all the drama, the audience learns something.
These areas right outside of Washington, D.C., in the suburbs, are some of the most affluent populations of black folks that you'll find in America. A lot of people do know that, but a lot of people don't.
My God, you made
Generations.
fools of us all, didn't you?
The last time a black family was featured prominently on a soap opera was Generations in 1989, the show where Valjean, an Emmy Award-winning writer, got her start.
So Sheila, when she called and there was the opportunity, I didn't think it would go anywhere, but I jumped at it.
Wow.
Yep, that's
Why
the
are these
business.
stories so important to be told?
Well, because they haven't been told before. Black people go through the same thing that white people go through. You know, we get betrayed, we betray. We tell secrets, we keep secrets. We love, we hate. That's the kind of mess that I really like to get into.
Me too.
So where are we? This is the diner on our show. It's called Orphe Jeans. It's a gathering place for everybody in every economic bracket in this show. This is kind of the soul and the heartbeat of it.
Veteran actors Clifton Davis and Tamara Tooney play Mr. and Mrs. Dupree.
If Anita asked, I'd run through fire then and now.
Tell me about the family. You're the focus of the soap.
The Dupree family has been a fixture in this community from the very, very beginning.
We are the bulwark. We're the strong man. But that doesn't mean we don't lose our minds along the way.
As people do.
I ordered your usual. Should be on sec.
Their oldest daughter is played by Daphne Duplay.
You're gonna be all right, sissy.
Carla Mosley plays the younger daughter, a self-described wild child.
You sorry son of a bitch.
Because
I
she
call both my
is
sisters sissies,
such a
actually.
storm, she encompasses so much. It's always like, what's she gonna do? And that's just fun. You know, it feels like freedom.
There's a lot of dysfunction because that's what soaps thrive on, right? But you'll also see a healthy family, right? Foundation, love, respect.
These black
When we
women.
visited the set last month, production was just getting underway. A crew of more than 200 worked around the clock to make this show a reality.
I was there, George.
Whose home are we in right now?
Right now, we're in the Dupree's home.
Bruton Jones is the production designer,
This is a Danny Dupree's room.
I love the colors. That's the diner?
This is the diner.
and oversaw the creation of 27 sets.
Can we talk about this gentleman here?
Yes, we can. His name is Paul Cheeks, a real architect back in the 50s. And this is like one of those gems that we were able to create and acknowledge.
And no home would be complete without...
Oh, man. An
elevator.
That is fantastic.
Because they're wealthy.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to go stand in the elevator. Oh, look at this. It'll take you where you want to go.
Next stop, wardrobe. Jerisa Featherstone is the head costume designer and says clothing can tell a story of its own.
It just feels at home. I know these people. It's about family. It's about fashion.
Right.
We love to get dressed.
And last but not least, hair and makeup. Hair designer Wankia Hinkson and makeup artist Stevie Martin say, historically, their departments have often lacked people who knew how to work on actors of color. But not here.
Black people.
I wanted everyone, of course, to see themselves on television and to see how we can wear our hair and how different natural
hair textures can also be just as beautiful as straight.
Yep.
What's the feedback you're getting from the actors about getting up from your chair and knowing that they look their best?
Oh, they love it. Because when you look good, you feel good.
So this kind of care
I don't have makeup
and
on for no reason.
elevation of your work and of your worth, how does that make you feel when you hit the stage and when you're starting to do your scenes?
Proud.
So good.
Always.
Yeah.
So proud.
Yeah.
Proud, confident.
Ready.
Definitely, that's a great one.
Ready
Yes.
to give it everything you've got. A girl has seen the light. Can I get...
Starting next month, the audience will weigh in. Hit or miss, Sheila Ducksworth says the show will have an impact.
I do think that it will change lives. I think that TV has that power to do that. I really do think it's going to open a lot of eyes. I think it's going to change a lot of perspectives. And I think it's going to bring a lot of people together.
And that is why we call them daytime dramas, because that's what it is, a daytime drama. Okay. Y'all! Ugh. We got to see a little bit more, some clips, some things. I mean, the camera is cameraing. It's like, it's 5K. What's beyond 5K? I'm like, I need a bigger screen TV to watch that. I'm like, whoo, all up in there. I'm so excited. And then also just to see behind the scenes, so many Black people working behind the scenes, Black hair and makeup, Black costuming, Black production design. I mean, the production is just going to be infused, or is, because they already got some in the can, infused with the culture, Black culture, and also storytelling, and just like, those pieces. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I can't wait. I love everybody in this primary cast, like the leads. I'm excited to see them. And like Michelle said, we have the same issues. These issues that we all experience, they're universal. We just need to start telling them from a different lens. And that's what I love about being an artist, is not to just tell, oh, we're downtrodden, or, oh, slavery. Like, all those things are important and they matter, especially now with what's going on with education. But then there's also just like, where's the family that's just dealing with like messy, bad, evil people doing crazy things? Like, that happens too in Black families, and I'm sure in Latino families, and in Filipino families, and Chinese families. Like, it's there. And we just don't tell those stories. So I'm super excited to see the Gates. Oh my gosh, to see them dig into that. Like, just good old-fashioned messy drama. When I write, I love writing. I write for Black women as the lead characters. And then I also write stories that I'm like, these are just everyday stories that I watch all the time, but I never see them told from our perspective and our points of view. Like, I never see a family just happen to come together and they have these very specific archetypes in the family, and nobody's on drugs and nobody's, downtrodden all the time, and they just have issues amongst each other. Like, those stories don't get told, and they definitely don't get told with Black women leading the pack. And to see all those beautiful Black women, Sheila Duckworth, Michelle Valjean, Tamara Tooney, Daphne and Carla, like, to have those women, they're so beautiful in every way, in every light, and to have such talent on screen and off. I'm excited! So, keep coming back here to my channel. We're going to watch lots of reactions and talk about the Gates. I can't wait for February 24th to come. Y'all. I'm so excited. Oh, man. Okay. Just subscribe here. Like this channel, give me a good rating and all that jazz, and keep watching for more of A World Beyond the Gates. Until next time, bye y'all.